Good evening, guys. Good evening. Can you hear me? Okay. Seems to be going back and forth. How do I check the sound? Sev.
Hi.
Hi. How are you? You can hear me, correct? Because I'm just
I
trying.
can hear you.
Good. How are you doing?
I'm okay. All right. How are you?
I'm fine. My name is Paschal I.
Hi, Pascal.
Yeah. Where are you checking in from?
London, England.
All right. Where in London?
West London. So Ealing.
Ealing. All right.
Yeah.
That's not too far. It's a little bit far. Right. So I'm gonna do this is your first time of joining us, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So we have some cool questions. First of all, let me just do the housekeeping more like get some light. There you go. Right. This should work now. Actually, I'm not in a dark space so you guys can see me. Oh, good. Right. So a few people seems to be joining now, and yeah, that's great. So we're literally on top of the hour. So hi guys, it's Pascal here again. If this is the first time you're joining us, feel free, feel at home, ask questions. I already got some questions that people have sent in to me already. So we'll start with those ones. But if you have anything that's bugging you about, you're looking to start a business online, whether it's Amazon, whether it's affiliate marketing, whether it's consulting, you just don't understand what to do, where to go from where to where. And you have this nagging feeling that you should do something about your finances, but due to so much information overload online, my role here is to just help you understand what is required on your part to create the change that you want. Because um, like the pandemic, you can't just rely on a paycheck. It's not gonna do what is required. A little bit about my story. I found myself in a situation where I wasn't spending time with my kids, and I realized that a lot of people go down that path as well. So I started seeking for changes, like most of you guys might be looking for ways to increase your income. And you hear the statistics that a lot of people that start businesses online or go into any sort of business, they fail. 90 something percent fail. And it's frightening for you. That puts fear into you before you even get started. But I happened to 2017, I happened to go through some series of experiences, I will call them now. And I kind of look at it now and understand it. So that's what I'm going to share with you guys, how you can move forward from wherever you are to create that change, because your life can change like night and day if you understand what I'm going to share with you. It's most of the time you will hear me say it's very simple, and because it is. And that's why a lot of people ignore it. Right. So I'm going to, like in business, I want to be really transparent. Everything is business has risk. So everything I'm going to be sharing with you is going to be for information purposes only. Basically, so take time to read the disclaimer on your screen. It means what it simply means that is that we are all responsible for our actions. Like most people that look to start businesses online, do marketing online, you want to be learning from somebody that's actively doing it, not like a course that was shot like 2 or 3 years ago. It's already outdated. So you want something current. So in that way, you're learning from hands on the deck. You're learning from somebody that's actually doing it, not somebody talking about it. So information changes over time. That's what I'm trying to say. Information changes. Google updates their algorithm, YouTube updates, Facebook updates, Instagram, if you're marketing using any of those platforms. So you have to be compliant if you're really going to survive in the digital world. Right. So for you, those of you on the call, feel free to jump out. I know it's usually when we see people on camera like this, we don't usually like, I'm just a normal guy like you. Just look at me that way. Don't look at me as if I'm like one tech guru or something like that. Look at me like as if I'm your brother. Just talk to me that way. It would make our conversation a lot more better. Right. So if you want to put it, use the chat. If you hover over the screen, you will see the chat in the bubble. You can type in your question there if you can't speak. I always say, find the way to find the confidence to speak. In that way, you're overcoming some of the inner challenges that we do have. Like for me, one of the biggest challenges I had was English wasn't my first language. So I was very shy of speaking out in public, but I realized for you to create any change, you have to always face your fear. So as a result of doing that, you guys are watching, I've seen me probably on YouTube. You're watching me on video now, and that's part of it. So you just have to, at some point, lean into your fears. Right, so the first question, let's go. It's going to be, it's from a lady called, I'm not sure why this is not coming up properly. Let's just, it's from Donna. Donna asked the question, it's good to help others. I want to sell on Amazon. Let me share my screen so that you guys can read with me. So it's gonna be as if I'm reading this thing off something else. So it's just this white text here. She simply says, it's good to help others. I want to sell on Amazon, but not so good with computers. Okay. I am sure how to do it. I'm not sure, probably that's what she wanted to, how to do it properly. Regards. So you want to sell on Amazon, but you don't know, your problem is computer. Now, the first thing I normally look at is, why do you want to sell on Amazon? Are you on the call? Donna, she's not here. So if you're watching this, Donna, first thing I want you to understand is I'll use my experience to explain this to you. Why Amazon? Is it because you're seeing a lot of adverts online? People say they're selling on Amazon, and you say, I can do that. Yeah, that could be a good motivator. But what I want you to understand is that's the same. I'm glad I didn't start with Amazon, because one reason is, I'll give you the example now. If, let's say, for instance, this phone case, yeah, like this phone, it has like a phone case. I bought it for 10 quid. I said, this is what example of what, I'm just giving you an example. This is what I want to sell on Amazon, 10 quid. Now to manufacture this, to ship it from China and all that stuff, it will probably, let's say, cost us five pounds. Now our profit is £5. Now for us to really turn this into a business, we need to sell like multiple times. Like, let's say your salary, you're looking to make £5,000 a month. So you probably need to sell 1,000 of this every single month. Is it impossible? No, it's not impossible, but you're not the only one out there that is selling it. So my point is the volume of sales every month is pretty much, it's going to take you like, let's say a year to build, more than a year to build out the base where you're being reached from different avenues to actually sell this. So that's the one downside of it. So you're looking at long-term sustainability, because I'm looking at this from a perspective now that, because most people that look to start business online, you want to make money fast. Now, I'm not saying that you can't sell on Amazon. I want you to understand what I'm saying. If you sell one of these to me, I'm gone as a customer, right? So you're looking for the next customer every single time. After one sale, you're looking for another customer. So you basically need more customers every single time. Now, is it a great way to build a business? There's nothing wrong with it. But here, this is what I always recommend people that are looking to start. If you haven't done anything before, all I want you to do is keep an open mind to see, one, what is the problem you're looking to solve in your life? Because if you understand, let me use myself as an example again. I didn't start a business online because I was broke we always need money, but my main problem was I did not have time to even do homework with my son or play with my kids or go. If we go to the church on Sunday, I'm coming out because I have a shift that same day or in the evening, or I miss church completely because I have a shift. So I was sacrificing a whole lot of my life, and I did not make sense out of it. It went against everything I really wanted in my life. So my point is, what I was looking for is time. So sit down and ask yourself, what exactly are you trying to solve, the problem in your life? Then find a business model that will solve that problem for you. Now, Amazon is a great way to solve that problem, but there's another business model called affiliate marketing. It's where you don't have any product, you don't have any idea, you just pick other people's product and promote it or sell it online, and you earn a commission from that. Now, the reason I always recommend affiliate marketing is, one, it has something called a high ticket behind it. Two, it has residual income on it. Three, you're building assets, which the Amazon bait doesn't really have it that much, but the way Stewart teaches in his training, that's why it's so successful. Is it has all this incorporated in it in a way that if you go through the training and launch your product or start promoting, maybe being an affiliate for them, you will see how all these components, single one-time fee, which is what you get in Amazon. Amazon is that person that purchases from me is one time, the person is gone. But if you promote softwares like GoDaddy, for example, just think of this for a second. Everybody online coming to start a business online, everybody has one thing in common. They're going to need a website. Now, just imagine if you are an affiliate for GoDaddy. All you need to understand is how to put, let me show you this in practical terms. Let me see, I just need to browse a little bit. GoDaddy. So if you're an affiliate for GoDaddy, I just want to share something with you guys so that you will understand the power. I just want you to make it was something called informed decision. That's why I'll tell you upfront so that you're aware. So let me share my screen and explain this. So I'll share my screen. My screen is coming up on your screen now. So if this is GoDaddy website, in case if you're wondering, you can browse it on your own, GoDaddy. They host domains for people. We're just going to use one example here. There you go, partners. This is called affiliates, right? So this is what blew me away when I say I was lucky or when I understood it. Everybody, then look at this. Every time you go online, there's something called residual income. When you talk about people that build passive income, let's say you want to buy domain, let's say donalifestyle.com. So we search start domains. Let me it's probably going to be available, but let's just look at it. So what it is it's just doing its thing. www looking for So now it says $1, 1p for the first year. And obviously, what I'm trying to get you to understand here is it has every year that person renews. Every year that person subscribes to or new. There are some things people pay for monthly. There are some softwares like MailChimp. So my point here is for you to understand why affiliate marketing is so good. If you go here, this is a software that delivers newsletter. You know, when you go to some likes of Amazon and somebody like you fill in a form, you know where you fill in a form, and I'm just scrolling down on the screen so that I will see you will see the affiliate thing here as well. Product resources community, annual reports, marketing. Why? I'm not sure I'm seeing it here. So I'll just do MailChimp. Maybe they're not affiliates. Yeah. So you will always see. So the point here is this is an affiliate program. So the point here is when you understand what you're find a product, when you find instead of looking for customers all the time, find like a suite of products where you get one-time payments, you get a residual income, then you get a high ticket income. You get a high ticket income alongside with it. So it comes with, let's say you look for somebody that is looking to start a business online. Like Google will always tell us, give us the data. I'm not trying to persuade you to to go into affiliate marketing. I just want to open your eyes so that you don't like set yourself up for shortcomings and all that. You like literally learn. You open your mind to learning to really understand how to win in this game, because a lot of people, like they say, a lot of people fail. Let's say I'm in Google now. Let me share my screen. Am I sharing my screen? Nope. Yeah. So I'm in Google now. Let's say, for instance, sorry, somebody's always calling me. So my phone is always busy. So let's say start a BSIN online. So now I'm in Google. This is Keyword Planner. What is simple? This is a tool that Google uses, tells us that you can have this for free. You can sign up. I think it's £1 to sign, but they'll refund you the £1 to create the account. Let's say we're looking at people that want to start a business online. Now, what you want to understand, this is Google, how many people that are searching this start a business online in a single month. Now, we are talking about United Kingdom here, and for the past year. So if you look here, Google is telling us 1,600 people. It's giving us even other ideas. 5,400 people are searching online business ideas. So all these people doing all these searches every month, they're gonna do what? They're gonna need a website. So if you don't need to know how to code a website, you don't need to know how to train them, you don't need to know how to do any of that. All you need to learn is what it's called affiliate marketing. All you need to know, how can I direct these people when they do this search, how can I direct them to a company that would coach them? Then in return, if they purchase in that company's product, then you would earn a commission from that. And every year when they host their website, every month they keep paying that, you still get small commissions out of it. It's not really a lot, but when you start building this thing up, that's where you start seeing that holy grail of success, where people you sleep with, by the time you wake up the first of the month, you already made $2,000. That's you've not done anything, just from people that are building their own businesses. One person might be building a yoga business. One person might be a teacher, teaching students how to do GCSE. One person might be a consultant running just for the fact that you understood how to put a text and advert in front of them and refer them to that company to train them. So to cut the long story short for you, Donna, don't go by what you've seen from the internet, by watching free videos. Get into a training and begin to see another challenge is your circumstance around. If you're married, if you got kids, you don't have a lot of time, you will need a business model that will suit you to, you can actually do from home, just like what I'm doing here. I'm in my house. There's no pressure. So it's something you can do from your home, and it's really something, just a laptop is all that is required. Maybe your phone, if you're gonna do YouTube, maybe video camera, you might invest in some other tools as you get better. But I always try and keep it as simple as possible in the beginning. Now, the second part of your question was, you don't have any technical skills. Now, this is the bit that most people normally struggle with. You're zero in computer. As long as you can send an email, as long as you can upload a picture to your Facebook profile, that's pretty much the skill that is needed. Why people struggle with the tech skill is the discipline to sit down in a computer to do it for like an hour, just arrange things together, to plan out something for themselves. So here's my take for you. If you're really struggling on the techie bit, in the Bible, Jesus Christ said, leave children let them come unto me. The kingdom of God is meant for people like this, like kids. Let me see if I can. Kingdom of God is meant for people like kids. So what that is technically telling us is, it's coming down to humility. Humility is a very great, I don't know, something that you just have to understand. I don't know this, teach me. You stay humble like a child. I've got 3 kids here. I can't tell them now, I want to teach you Portuguese. They're not gonna say no. Once you just put it in front of them, they just start learning it straight away. So the same way you are, so we can all learn something. So that's what I would encourage you to do. Once you are open to learning, and learning takes time. Another thing that I normally say is, once you are learning something, how long is it going to take you to, I'm going to mute out the mic. How long is it going to take you to learn a new language? It's down to your environment. If you surround yourself with people that are building businesses online, you succeed faster. Something, if you go into a community where they're speaking Portuguese, you stay with them for a couple of years or 6 months. As long as you show interest in that language, you automatically pick it up. Most of us came to Europe from Africa. We did not know how to speak English. Some of us are in Germany, some of us are in France. We picked up, we were 40 something, 30 something. We picked up the language. It's just the same thing. Some of us did a course, 6 months course. We picked up the language because we are in that environment. As long as you keep hearing it, you will learn it. Your brain, your subconscious mind does not know what is true or false. It will accept everything. So that's my long explanation for that question. Hope that gives you some context. I like to go a little bit more deeper, so that will give you that same, so that you get the best, you make an informed decision, basically. Right, so the next question is from, just bear with me. It's from, I think it's Lawrence. Good morning, Pastor. Please kindly send me the self-confidence formula note. All right, I will send you this. I think I've sent it to you. I'm very pleased with the Q&A webinar. I will only watch it later. I pray God purify my mind. I pray to God now about the purification of my mind. Yeah, if you missed last week's training, I did a lot of mindset when it comes to, I talked about self-confidence formula. It's something that if you understand it, it's part, when you get into the training we use, that's what they practice. It's something that you must have a goal, what you're working towards. You start understanding the principles about life. You become what you think about. So whatever your dominant thought is on a daily basis, that's what's going to manifest in your life. So most of us, our dominant thought is we got to go to work, we got to go to work, we got to get the shift, we got to go to work. That's why you become work. We need to know how to train the mind. I don't know if I should do, if there's time, I'll do a little bit of explanation for you guys so that you can see it and understand it in more detail. Let me look for the slide. Yeah, because I believe that's the absolute key to everything. Once you get that slide, job is done. So let me just see if I can. All right, okay, I got it here. So if taking control of your mind, because this is what's going to change, the change that we all are looking for, once you understand what I'm going to share with you now, you get it. This is, let's take, for example, this is us here. When you want to start a business like Donna, she wants to learn how to make 3,000, for example, in Amazon. So that's her goal. So the reason 95% fail is they focus on the target here. They focus on this goal, and eventually they can't make the decisions that is required to get this goal because they did not understand how they got from here to here, how they got from a baby to being an adult, how they were formed, what happened to them. So that's why it's very simple. It comes down to this, these two verses. This is Proverbs from Solomon, where there is no vision, the people will perish. But he that keepeth the law, it's the law. God has laws. Happy is he. You just have to understand it. Discipline, you will need discipline, is the ability to tell yourself you are going to do something and you do it. You don't need permission from anybody. And here's the secret. You will become what you think about. We are constantly thinking of something, and if we don't monitor our thoughts, we operate automatically. Here, this is how every human being operates. We have a subconscious and subconscious mind. So this is where the challenge is. The conscious is where we think from, and the subconscious is like the soil. It's the part that controls our behavior. So if I tell you now, you're gonna be rich, I cause you to think. But if it gets here, sometimes we throw it away because it's not in harmony with what we are trained to believe. There's that slide. It's not in harmony with what we were trained to believe. Did I just throw away that slide? Yeah, it's not in harmony. If I tell you you can start a business, succeed online, you can't make the decisions required because the belief has been created here that you should work for somebody for the rest of your life. So you can't make this change. All right. So that causes us to have an emotion, feeling, and whatever you believe here, it's going to cause you to have a feeling that dictates your action, and the action determines what you're going to do and the results you have in your life. So it comes down to this. Right. Okay. It comes down to this thing where if there is no vision, vision is from outside, and it comes into our mind. We always have these flash thoughts. Everybody here, if you go into the shower, if you're taking a walk, you might say, I can do this. I think I can start a business online and sell this thing. I think I can make money. I think I can do this. You're always having that vision. That's God speaking to us constantly, trying to tell us to follow him. But this is what happens to us. There has been a program here in our subconscious mind when we were kids that we must work for somebody. So when the idea comes in here, we throw it. When this idea, you can build a business online, comes into you think it comes in here, it's not in harmony with what's already stored in our mind, we throw it away. We just leave it on the side. But every now and then, we just still get this nudge. But we let this memory is what's happened in the past. We let it control us. We have the feelings. based on if you lose your job now, what are you going to do? You automatically know what you're going to do, apply for another job. It's a memory. You already know it. So, and you know, if you get that job, you know what the outcome is going to be. So we know it. So we are not operating from vision. We are operating from memory. So what we need to understand is, how do we change this memory? In fact, how did this memory get formed? There's only one way: repetition, over and over. Like your name. Let's say your name is Pascal. They call you Pascal, 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 Pascal. And after like 2 years, it's stored. So now if I'm walking down the street, if you call me Pascal, I hear it and I turn around. I take an action by turning around, turning my face to respond to that call. All right. So to start a business, to succeed in online business, you must surround yourself with people that are doing it. You must attend webinars. You must train yourself. You must listen to audios. You must take action on a consistent basis. Then what happens is, with a faith as small as a mustard seed, we already know that from the Bible, you can move a mountain. So the mountain we are trying to move is this big stuff here. So constantly listening to positive messages, surrounding yourself, we begin to feed this mustard seed, because this part of your mind is like a soil. Whatever you tell it, it will believe it. And this will start to shrink. This will start to shrink gradually. With time, you will learn the Portuguese language. Your business will flourish. But most of us don't hang in there. We don't understand faith. It's faith. Basically, it's faith that it's required to create that change. Right. That's just a little bit of it. That's kind of thing they teach us. They don't just teach us, they show us the strategy to actually implement it to create the change that we are looking for. So I'm super excited that you guys people pay thousands for this. Please, if you don't know what to do now, listen to the Stranger Secrets for 30-day period. It's a repetitious thing that you have to do to start to believe, because as you believe, so shall it be done unto you. Right, so let me go to the next question. I hope that helps you, Lawrence. Am I rushing through this? Or am I getting close? Can somebody tell me? Give me a thumbs up or a like or something. Let me know that I am not rushing you guys. It's good.
No, it's good.
It's good? Good. Thanks.
Yeah, it's great.
Awesome.
I'm taking
Right.
info a lot and writing notes.
I'll send you, I'm recording it. I believe so. Let me just double check. Yes, it's recording.
Oh,
yeah. So I'll send out a recording later. So the next one is from Isaac. It says, thanks a lot for the inspirational message. I'm happy to read it. And in fact, I got a lot of things and situation that that's holding me down, plus the environment, yes, that I live in. It doesn't support success and achievement. So I believe and trust in God, who is the healer and manager of everything. Yeah. Our environment it's called influence. It influences us. If you're in an environment where nobody really believes that you can succeed, there's no room to grow. It's not that there's no room to grow. There's nobody that is feeding you, to like pushing you, urging you to keep going, even when things get tough. Then chances are you're like a plant that is a seed that is planted in a soil where there's a lot of weed around it. It'll have a staunch growth. It wouldn't grow to its full potential. So that's why it's important to move yourself away from any environment that you are to create any change. Now, I get it. When we get started, we are pretty much married. We have kids. You can't just walk away from your family and go and build a business, then come and like and get them. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, you confine yourself in that home in a solitude mode where every like 1 hour, 2 hours every single day, you are doing something towards a particular thing that you're looking to create. So that's the way you eventually, gradually, that mustard seed will begin to grow. So I'm not saying you should run away from your family. Eventually, how it happened for me was, like most people, my wife did not really believe this whole online thing. She thought it was one hoax, one scam. But for me, I had this burning desire to do something different because my body was literally telling me, Pascal, you need to change after working those 3 jobs or most of the time. My body was telling me you need to change. So as I got into the material and I started doing the work, it took a lot. The first 4 months, I always tell people it was very crucial. Then as I started to get traction, I made my first sale while I was sleeping. Nothing was happening. I wasn't talking to anybody. Somebody just paid for something. You got an email. It was a life changing. That's where I saw the power of the internet. The person was in the United States. I'm in London. He paid something. I got commission. It was a total game changer. So from there, my belief went on and on. So that's how it's going to happen for you. You have to first go through that first period where you're literally trying to understand this whole concept, because you can't understand everything, but if you begin to do the work, it all comes together in the end for you, basically. So that's what it takes. I think I got a question in the chat. Please, my question is, how do overcome finance and start off? Please, my question is, how does one overcome fiancé to start off? Is that finance? I'm not finance, yeah, and start off. Now, there's something called, I'm going to teach you something now. Okay, there's another question there in the chat. How long does it? I'll first go through this one. There's something called financial thermostat. When I first heard this, it's something that you're gonna learn. People, like I always tell you, it's something that you experience. Let's say all your life, and you have what the jobs that you work is job that pay you 1,500, 1,800. So if you're gonna look for a job now, when you go into that, I don't even remember where to CV library, something like that. I can't remember, a job center, anything where you go, you're looking for jobs within, let's say your salary all through your life is like 1,800 or 2,000. You're going to be looking for jobs like 2,300 or 2,400 or just within that window that you think that's what you deserve. So anything that is like 6,000 a month, or you just say, this is not for me. That's because you believe this is where you belong. So what is happening there is your financial thermostat, the subconscious mind, is like a thermostat. It's set. Now, this is what your self-image, your self-worth is set to 2,000 a month. So anything outside 2,000 a month is not for you. So you're not even going to go there. So to overcome that, where there's no vision, you plant a vision of who do you really want to be a year from now, or let's say 5 years from now. How much do you want to earn? Let's say, for example, $5,000. You want to double what you're making, $5,000. You want to double what you're earning. So where there is no vision, my people will perish. So what you do is you literally go into your imagination. This may sound crazy, but that's what you're going to do. You go to your imagination, go to the future. You literally close your eyes. Some people call it meditation. Christians, you can pray. You sit down and ask, this is what I want, because you are a creative being. One of the powerful tools God blessed you with is imagination. So you go into the future, say, this is how much I want to make. This is how I want my wife. This is my wife. This is how I want to speak to my wife. This is what I want to create in my life. One of my visions now is 30 minutes every week with my children. That's what I want to do. I'm already doing it. So it's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. Understand this. So you see that person in the future, then you bring then there will be a decision in front of you right now. right now. Maybe that decision is to pay $100 and let's say $99 if you're using the same trainer that I use, $100 to get started, which is like 80 pounds, something like that. And then $97 every month. So what we normally do, I can afford the $99 to get started, but this $97 a month, I don't think I can keep up with it. It's too much for me. That's you operating from the memory, because you're thinking of what's in your bank account, you're thinking of the job that you have, you're thinking of every circumstances around you. That's your thermostat operating, this is not for me, trying to kick you away from this thing that you want. So to change that is you go into the vision, say, I am so happy and grateful now. Let me change. You may think this is crazy. I do it practically. This is my my gold card. Where is it? Oh my God, I got one in the car, I got one in my wallet. My kids must have taken this off. I was gonna show you guys my gold card. So my gold card simply reads, I'm so happy and grateful now that I earn $100,000 a month. There you go. I don't know if you guys can see it. You can't literally see it, but it's 31st December 2025. I'm so happy and grateful now that I earn $100,000 a month, and I help others do the same. So if I have a decision right now in front of me, I ask myself, if this person, Pascal, that is earning $100,000 a month, if he was right here now, what would he do? So that brings that person to the present, the future self to the present. He's not going to be afraid of spending the $100. Then I here now, regardless of my circumstances, I'll take that action. Then you do it. Faith comes by hearing, and you do it again and again and again and again and again and again. Before you know it, you're already that person. It's stages. You have to overcome fear, because it's like a tennis match will be going on in your mind. But if you understand it, you just stay calm and understand after a while, it will be your normal state of life. So that's how you overcome financial challenges. Another thing you can do, this is one, I'll give you two more tricks you play on your mind. One other trick is if you were 10 times bolder, that decision in front of you, what would you do? It might be shooting a video. It might just be shooting a video, because most people want to build a YouTube channel. I talked to a few people, they want to be, they are not pastors, but they have gospel they want to sing. They want to build a YouTube channel, but they can't because they're afraid of what people will talk about them. Well, you just bring the future self. If I am playing gospel music in front of celebrities and all that, will I be afraid of shooting this video right now? No. Practice. You keep doing it, keep doing it. You're no longer afraid of camera. You're no longer afraid of fame. You just be your natural self. If you want to try what I'm saying to you, bring out your phone now. Try and say you're going to record a video and talk about something about yourself and post it on YouTube. You will see the fear. There will be something that will say, no, I can't do that. No, I can't do that. That's going to happen to you. But you need to, you need to overcome. It's all false. A game you play in your mind. The other one is, this is one of my favorites. It's more like Bob Proctor taught me this one. He said, if you have this $100 that you want to spend now to get started, and you're literally like beating yourself up, I don't have this money. He said, 5 years ago, you spent $100 on something. The same date on, let's say today's 20th October, 2015, you spent $100 on something. Do you still remember it? Chances are no. So 5 years from today, you wouldn't even remember this $100 that is giving you this headache. So you might as well spend it towards that part of life that you want, because with time, you will overcome it. It's just little tricks we play on the mind that pushes us over the edge. We don't have anything special, which I'm just telling you the truth. I'm just a normal guy. I did the same thing. I've launched a business in Amazon now, using the same strategies. Right, so the next question is, I hope that helps you. Adebayo. Yeah, so the next one is, how long does it take to learn with Stuart? No, yeah, this is a very good question, Olu Olufolake. This is a very good question. You need to, it's a mindset thing again. Business is not about this course. Give me this course, and I give you the money, then I go and build the business, and the business is up and running. It doesn't work like that. That used to be what I used to think, that you can buy something. Business is habit. It's a daily habit. It's a lifestyle. So it's not how long are you going to learn with Stewart. You're going to be running business till you die. Basically, you need to see yourself in that space. So look at yourself as example now. A company you work for is planning to stay here for 100 years, 200 years, where how long they can stay. So every single employee, every single paper, every single ink that company is using to operate, it's a cost to that company. We are all liabilities to the companies that we work for. So the company has to produce money and pay us, then become profitable. Then the owner of the company keeps the profit. Business is a machine. It's an engine. Once you start spinning it, it doesn't stop. You can learn with Stewart just 1 month, but what I'm saying is you're gonna be learning for the rest of your life. Just like COVID just attacked the world now. So all these businesses are shaking now. Why? They're gonna learn something new. You can't just keep your hands full that you start this engine and just let it run. You have to come out. You see, most of the gurus now started marketing again. Everybody is now, because they need more money in their business, becoming a little bit more aggressive. That's what you learn in online business. So it's not literally about how long you're going to learn. You have to be open to your mind that this is the path I'm going to go down. Because if the path you're on, if you're working for somebody and you don't have time for your kids, you don't have time for your spouse, you don't have time for yourself, your health is deteriorating. Like me, I developed high blood pressure because I was working those long hours. I never looked after myself. Now, that's a dead-end road. Another thing I did was I calculated I was earning about 25,000 a year. If I want to be a millionaire, I have to work for 40 years without spending anything. That's unrealistic. I was in a dead-end road, but most of us don't sit down and literally do that math. But when you do that, you realize, is this how my life is going to be? If the answer is yes, if you want it, you accept it. There's nothing wrong with it. Shakespeare said, nothing is good or bad. Only your thinking makes it so. So we all have the choice to live flamboyantly now. The life I'm enjoying, this is just 3 years. Imagine where I'll be in the next 10 years. The life I'm enjoying now is like phenomenal within 3 years. So it comes down to you. Do you really want it? So I guess learning is something you're going to be a student for life. Be prepared to be a student for life. Yeah, I'm sorry. How do I get invited to be part of this? Kinsley, I don't know. Yeah, maybe somebody invited you. People do invite people. Right. I hope I got another question. So I hope that helps you guys. Then the next one is from Florence. Please, can you send me the Zoom teaching details so I can link to the business explanation? All right, I'll send you that. That's not a problem. Yeah, the next one is from Ahmed. Dear Pascal, I really appreciate your generous response. All these are touchable, helpful words, many times. Success. Okay, thank you very much. I really appreciate it, Ahmed. Thanks. I really appreciate that. That's just a comment for me. Next one is from Jason. Yeah, it's good morning, Brother Pascal. I have been seeing over the message, and I did read it, but it made a lot of sense. How and where do I start? I'm always afraid of trying. I work very hard for many years to this day. paycheck to paycheck. And I am at the same place going nowhere. My brother, I can feel, I relate to that. That was me. I've never pushed myself, maybe because I've not been in high school. High school, my reading is so poor. I don't know where to start an online business because I'm afraid to fail. But to be honest, I was failing all my life. So thank you so much. I'm willing to try and do something now about it. Many thanks. And he sent in his phone number. Right. So yeah, there's a few things here. Most of us are living paycheck to paycheck. I was talking to somebody today. I think it was a dad, a parent, and I was trying to let him understand that as a father in a house, you know the financial situation of the whole family. You know, if you lose your job now, could you be able to go 6 months without needing any finances? For me, I can't even survive the next month. So that's living paycheck to paycheck. So that's too risky. Especially if you've got kids, that's too risky. That was some of the things I was challenging myself to tell myself, where am I going with this life? When would this whole thing stop? So paycheck to paycheck everything is always a choice. But if you don't have business, if you don't have education, this is what I'm going to say to you. You have to, I don't know why you don't have education, but is there anybody that has started a business online without any previous education? Possibly, yes. Are there people that have businesses? But Proctor will tell you there are people, they don't even have GCSE, but they have businesses. Businesses, is about habit. And to succeed, I'm talking to you now about to succeed in business is about love. If you love your customers, there's no way you're not going to succeed because God is love. If you see somebody fail in business, they put money first. And that's not how God works. Once you show value to your customers, treat them with love, take care of them, there's no way they're not going to do repeat business with you. They will even be telling their brothers and sisters, go and buy from that guy. They'll be doing the marketing for you. Or you don't need to tell them, they will just do it for you. So in my opinion, as long as you have a human heart, milk of human kindness in you, and because at the end of the day, you're gonna help people. You're gonna, whether it's weight loss program, which is one of the projects I'm going into, whether you're looking to do beauty, whatever niche you're going into, you gotta love people. You can't just chuck products in front of people without care. You gotta look the same way you treat yourself, treat your customers that way. For me, it's a no-brainer. You're already a success. That's what you're looking to emulate and achieve. It's so powerful. Now, to get started, I'll just walk you through a little bit. I don't usually do this to like get people to sign up, but people always ask me. So I just have to give you that privilege since you're here. So I'm going to share my screen and walk you through a little bit so that you don't just sign up and disappear. Or because I like to make sure if I refer you to the training, I really want you to succeed because I know what it takes to make that change. It's tough. You're going to need support. And I want to make sure you know where the support is. So I'm going to share my screen so that we dial a little bit deep so you guys can see. So first of all, I'll put this link in the chat. Now, first of all, I talked about 3 things that you will need on this video. And so I'll put this link on the chat so that you guys can grab it. Yeah, chat. I think we've got 2 more questions. I'll come back to it. I'll put a link in. So first of all, this video will play. I need to watch this video because I talked about desire, the 3 things that you need: desire, skill, and faith. You need it. Then behind this video, Stuart will explain to you more in details about what's the all-in package, website hosting, all these platforms, trainings, bundles, Facebook ads, all this is included in the training. So if you are happy, then all you just need to do is click the Get Started button here, or anywhere you see it on the page. It should take you to a page, you just normal standard page, you fill out a form, your name, email. Please use one email here and use the name, because once you create this account, it's locked into you. So make sure you do it with something that you can remember and something very strong. Yeah, it will tell you the price here is $99 to start and $97 every month. Now, this is what I normally tell people. Business is like, most of the time we struggle to say, I can't afford the 97, but I can do this. We need to understand how to walk by faith again, but I've talked about this earlier on. The belief comes from you doing something. So if you know that if you pay this $99 and you're not going to do anything over the next 30 days, don't bother paying. It's a waste of your time and people in the team until you're ready. But if you know you're going to do something at least 1 or 2 hours every day, then that will create the belief, and God will always respond. If online business is going to be your future, God will always find a way to provide this one. That's the way I go by faith. So you have to understand that principle. It's not an accident. Then once you pay, you should come to a page like this, and this is the training here, as you can see. It's all system of selling. This one is for affiliates. If you're going to do affiliate marketing, I would recommend you, if you haven't done anything before, go through this 1 and 2 and 3 to understand the basic, because this forms the foundation of e-commerce as well. Then if you want the e-commerce, they will assign you a coach. This is a consultant who will guide you on the remaining tools. So if you're looking for e-commerce, they also have it here. I think it's digital, this one. Yeah, log in. So it's called Import Experts. So it's people that want to deal with physical products. I was talking about digital products. Like I said, I don't want to bombard you with information. So if I log in now, you should be able to see the courses here. It's all laid out. Now, this is just a walkthrough of the whole course. If you go through it, now everybody's selling this sort of stuff online. Everybody's got their own package, this one, that one. This is not it. This is where this is where this training is different. They now have a support system to help you, because it's one thing to sign up, pay for the training, and you don't follow through. There are some groups, like let's say Facebook. This is if you join the affiliate part, I have my own private Facebook group where I help a lot of people go through that are experiencing any challenges, where you can reach out to me personally, because sometimes most people say, Pascal, I like the way you teach. You understand me a lot better. I get it sometimes. I don't know how I became that good, but I'll take the compliment. Right, this is one of my guys had a son last week. Yeah, so this is our private Facebook group. So you probably see a training from us. Yeah, every week we do webinar. So this one is it's usually about 2 hours, if I'm not mistaken. So the people get to ask questions about exactly what they're experiencing.
Oh my gosh, how was the week?
Wonderful.
I don't need to play.
Hello, bro.
So these are some of the, this one is 2.5 hours. This was last week. So we do this every week. Like I said, if you're prepared to learn, you will show up for training. That's what's going to create the change for you. But if you don't want to learn, don't bother paying. Because there's no way you're just going to buy a course and succeed. It's not going to work. Don't bother paying. But if you know you're ready to learn, then get into the action mode and do what is required. So that's a little bit of how you get started. And then from there, we pick things up. We help you create a goal, create a plan. And from there, away we go. Next month, we set another goal. You begin to do things successfully we do, the habits that we cultivate. It's that simple. It's about changing we help you understand yourself, your paradigm, and how to change it. That's the mindset. Because once you change it, the outcome changes. So, okay. Hi, Olufolake said, hi, Pascal. I signed up with Stuart sometime last year, paid the $99, but never used it. What can I do now? Now, you see, that's the question. Why didn't you use it? Right. We're not going to go down that road. Now, last year is a long time. I don't know when last year. If you can speak, maybe I can help you, guide you. But if you can't remember your name or your password, I'll probably just say, did you ask for refund? Because they will normally refund you if you, unless you went September last year. That's almost a year. That's a long time, dude. I don't know how it's gonna work, but they must have deleted your account. Did you build something? Because I don't know how I don't know. I've never had this experience. Probably I'll just say start afresh. There's no point trying to go and wake up a dead something that is already dead. You probably don't know what happened there. Things have changed, like I said. You didn't ask for refund. So probably, yeah, once that 30 days goes, and then they will assume that you used the training. Now you never built anything. Yeah, so you might as well start afresh. That's what I would recommend. But this time around, if you're gonna do it, don't pay without showing up. That's if you know you're not gonna show up, there's no point just hanging where you are. But if you know you want to show up, then I always say give you challenge yourself 30 days to do something every day for at least 2 hours. Do something. That's what's gonna create that belief. I have a belief now. To change this belief, I need to do something again. Just the same thing I'm sharing with you over and over again. Let's say your first target is to make your first $1,000 online, you need to create a new belief, right? Then you make that 1,000. You realize that 1,000 is not enough. Say, all right, let's make 5,000. You need to create another belief. So that's what I'm sharing. So, but if you don't know how to change the mind, then you can't possibly change anything. That's my point. That's what I'm trying. So the point is to change the mind is very simple. Put yourself on a challenge, focus, you become what you think about. Tell yourself, I'm going to do something every day work on this online business for the next 30 days, 2 hours. Whether rain is sunny, whether the sun is coming, whether people are, you got to do something about it. Morning or after. It doesn't matter how you do the time. Once you do something, go through that training, you will see by the time of 20th of November, you must have completed maybe half of the module too, and you must have learned new stuff. That will create you, all right, I'm here now. How do I get to the next month? You do the same thing the next month. You do the same thing the next month. If you can keep this up for a 6-month period, people will think you're lucky. It's in the book. That's what creates change. That's how you change the mind. I'll tell you, it's that simple. Can you do it? That's why you need this support system. When probably kids are yelling, somebody brings your head back. Your wife is telling you, why are you watching on this computer too much? Baby, I'm trying to do something. Don't worry, I'll come back and get you. I'll give them a kiss. You come back, you walk. You learn how to focus. So that's what this environment will help you until you begin to move to the new life. That becomes your new normal. It's that simple. This is great. Thank you. I have to go. All right. Yeah. So how many months of training before a student can start actually marketing? No, it's down to you. It's down to you. I started marketing 6 weeks. Some people start marketing 3 weeks. It's aggression. It's you. It's down to you. The training, they don't stop you from going. But there are some things that has to be in place before you can actually start marketing. You need a website. You need softwares. There are some things that SFM has already put in the bundle for you. They will show you how to put them together. Then it becomes a system. And let's say you get the form where people put their name and email, boom. Then you take them to a thank you page. Then it takes them to the offer, whatever you're promoting. Then you have that system set up. is how quickly, if the reason I'm saying 2 hours is just because you probably have a job now, you have children, those things are not going to disappear. So that's the bare minimum. But if you're like me, I worked hard the first month. So that's why I was 6 weeks, I started marketing. So it's not, you can move faster than some people, you can overtake the next person that started last month. But look at it this way, it's not a sprint, it's more like a marathon. How many months of training? Okay. I'm a registered business required. No, to do affiliate marketing, you don't. But to do e-commerce, Amazon FBA, it's not required, but you probably want to get to the reasonable source of income. Yes, you're required to register a company. And they require you to register a company because Amazon sees you as a credible person. You're not just like one of those guys that just want to make a few bucks online. They're looking at people that, but with affiliate marketing, off you go. Yeah, with affiliate marketing, off you go. All right, guys. I think that's it. We're on top of the hour. I'm not sure I went through all the questions. If you have anything that you want to share, you can jump out. Okay, about the pay. What's that? I'm about to pay right away. I'm starting my annual leave in a week. And I hope to use my leave. Good. That's it. Action. Don't, I wouldn't say don't sleep. Set a timeline, give yourself definite purpose. That's the goal, what you want to achieve. That's exactly what I did. Said once I paid, I said to myself, I'm going to get to here within the next 30 days. You run with it. Yeah, Frank, thanks for the presentation. I have got a registered business, but we are struggling recently. Are you able to mentor me during my efforts to pivot towards affiliate marketing? That's everything we're talking about here. Is just exactly what you're saying. That's what Stuart talks about, pivot. Because if the traditional business, this is what blew me away in online business. Most people don't really get it. You record one video, or you write one blog, or you anything on your website, and that product is good. You show it, you pay Google, give Google 100. Instead of in the traditional business, you're maybe relying on people to walk through the door, or you go and do presentation, talk one-on-one. Here, you need to learn how to do it digitally. All you need is one video, not two, one video. Show it everywhere on people's phones, everywhere. The opportunity is endless. And you're doing it from your home. As I speak to you guys now, I'm advertising in US, Canada, Germany, UK. I don't need to be there. I don't need, the video is just doing the work around the clock, 24/7. It's huge. The traffic is endless. The opportunity, if you don't have any business online, I don't know what you're doing. This is not like, it's not like opportunity that comes and goes. This is more like a lifestyle. This is your life. If I go to, I don't need to prove to you guys what I'm doing. Just if you're open to learning, you're going to learn some cool stuff and be prepared to change your life completely. It's something that you have to be open to, because some of you are going to be fighting old beliefs. Is the starting point affiliate marketing? Not really. It's not really affiliate marketing, but I always recommend affiliate marketing. You don't need to take it, but from my experience, it has the essence of making money, which is the marketing bit. So once you understand how to sell one thing, you can sell anything online. Once you understand affiliate marketing, you have more, you would have edge. I don't want to say that, but I probably have an edge over somebody that just went straight and learned e-commerce. Because you look at pictures. In e-commerce, what you see, pictures and text. But with affiliate marketing, we read psychology. It's more of, if I show you this picture will be speaking to you. It's powerful. It's marketing. if I show you a picture of this, like Apple, just go to Apple shop, you see a picture of this phone. They test so many pictures, they will find one that is working. All they do is they put it on their website because they know if that 1,000 people visit this website, 500 will click, 100 will buy. So that's data. So all they need to do is Google, send me 1 million people. They have a ratio. If you do something often enough, a ratio will appear. Human being is data. Human being has a behavior pattern. So that's marketing. So if 100 people visit this website, 50 people click, 20 people buy, 20% ratio. So so all you just need to do, find the right targeting, find the right, that's where you become that's where you become unique in your marketing. All right, guys, I hope you guys found this interesting, because that's what, if you are open to learning it, a year from now, people will think you're lucky. But you got to stay with it. You got to stay with it. It's not a get rich quick scheme stuff. I'll tell you right here. You got to do the work. People get traction very fast, but give yourself time to succeed. At least a year from now, you could see yourself in a very fantastic place. It took me 3 years. I know, because I'm very slow. Right. Some people are still coming in. Where we're about to wrap this up. So the next one is from Bridget. Ooh, okay. Bridget John, I have been following you for quite a while online, watching your YouTube videos. I have been praying a lot lately for direction on how I and my husband should go financially. I'm a registered nurse in Canada, and my husband is an engineer. Before the apparent death of the oil industry, finances were better, but my husband was hardly around, with things slowing down more and more with the oil. He's home more, but I have to work more. I am grateful to God that we both still have a job, but I am tired of working 12 hours, 5 days a week. My sister, that's 60 hours a week. That's a lot. My hesitancy about contacting you earlier has not made me, because I'm complete novice, next to zero experience. That's where we all started, with online marketing or online anything. That's my sister there. I didn't think I have the tenacity needed to persuade people. You're not persuading anybody. I'm an introvert. Stewart is a multimillionaire. He's an introvert. But I really want to learn about what you teach and how you can help have more control of the future. That's the goal. You need to take control of the future. So my question is, how would your training benefit me, since I reside in Canada, not in Europe? Now, first of all, the first part is 12 hours a week. This is one question I asked myself. I sat down and I asked myself, Pascal, I was doing delivery work. I said to myself, and I'll carry some heavy stuff up like 3 stairs to get signature on a piece of that thing. You probably have a delivery guy show up on your door. That used to be what I used to do. So as I was carrying this thing, I said to myself, Pascal, if you're 60 years old, would you still be doing this thing? That's me going to my future self. But I did it unconsciously. I said, no. Then why are you doing it now? You might as well find another thing that is. So what do you really want? So that's the first point. If you feel that you're 60 or 70, you can be standing doing 12-hour work shift, don't do it. It's not for you. That's not what God wants in your life. So that's why you're getting these hunches. Now, your husband is an engineer, you're a nurse, you don't want to continue. Now, here's the point. The interesting thing you said there that caught me your interest was, how is this online thing going to benefit you? No, put it the other way around. It's not going to benefit you. You have a value to give to the world. When you give the world what you have, the world will respond in kind. That's the law. So if you're not making money in business, you're not putting out the right energy. You're trying to get money off people. If I come to you and I give me money, you repel. You repel. That's natural. That's law. Somebody comes and give me money. What do you do? No, I don't. You contract. But I've got a daughter here. If she has for some reason she has a pen, and I know that I don't allow them to play with a pen. what I do is, I know that would hurt them if she can poke her sister's eye or injure herself or something. What I do, sales. You learn this is sales. You don't go and say, give me the pen. She's gonna reject, she's gonna contract, say no, 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 and she might end up hurting herself. Or you find something of more value, like my phone. Baby, take, you play something more interesting for her. She gives it, you see how she just dropped that pen. Boom, you collect it. Sales, you gotta learn sales. Yeah, so that's some of the cool stuff that you learn, how to use, think in a situation and come up with without touching the person. It's you're gonna buy something tomorrow online. Nobody's gonna touch you. You're gonna buy something. Right. I think Kim, I'm ready, but I don't know how to start. I've sent you the link. I'll send it on the email. There's a few more questions popping up. I will watch it back later as soon as possible. Okay, Vida, well done. Louis Jones. I think that's it. I think I got through to the end. All right, guys. I hope you guys find this interesting. And all right, one more one. Please, brother, send me this video. Thank you. I will. God bless you guys. Have a blissful day. Stay safe. Stay out of trouble. And bless everybody you come in contact with, because it's going to come back to you. Good night, guys. I'll see you.